Hello and welcome, Pisces. This is your next 48 for. Wow, I've really been doing September 1st. I'm going to change that. Sorry. August 31st to September 2nd. I'm going to have to change some of those old ones. Or you know what? Maybe they're just going to be 3 day ones. They'll be change them to 72. The next 72 hours, you're the one that's getting the next 48. Look at that, Pisces. But you know, it's funny. I'm not surprised because the moon is going full in your sign tomorrow, and oftentimes that's a great, especially with the axis to Virgo. I was just reading about it, and it's the great revealer in that way. Like, um, you are the ruler of the 12th house, which is secrets and illusions and deceptions, and also of learning that you don't need to see to believe, and in fact you need to believe first and then you will see. And I don't know, Pisces, what I was just reading with the full moon in Pisces coming up is that I was doing it while thinking about your reading. And I think that's a little bit for everybody, but it's mostly for you, is that you're really going to be feeling the pull of power exchange in some sort of way. You might be on the side of it to where you are in you are in a stable emotional place and you're giving power in healthy ways. Or it might be that somebody else is coming towards you, or you might be faced directly with a power struggle, or you might instigate one, or you might just intuitively be aware that power struggles are happening. It's also this is global going on, so you might notice power struggles occurring on the news. It looks like we're hitting a grand cross with a lot of this energy coming in on that day, so it's going to be really powerful on September 1st. Um, yeah. You know what, yours will be a 72 too. I guess a lot of these will be 72 hours. It's interesting. I think that's relevant for you too. That would be 9. And that is numerologically that is the ending of cycles. It's death and rebirth. It's alchemy of the old into the new. Um the card that came for you is the Empress. And Pisces is considered a feminine sign. So whether you are male, female, or non-binary, you're still feeling this. If I think for most of you, you're feeling the path of least resistance. It probably because you have Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and or North Node, you're feeling in your power. You're sitting in your throne. You are comfortable. You're either being divine feminine or you are connecting with the divine feminine. It could be, in fact, yeah, that if you identify more as masculine or you feel like you're in a twin flame journey, this could be that you are connecting with somebody who is in, their element. Either way, you or somebody else is just kind of sitting back. You know that the path will unfold, or they know that, and that all they have to do is keep working on being receptive. They're not pushing, they're not shoving, they're not chasing, they're not running either. You're just kind of sitting there. Either you're just sitting there smirking at somebody who is acting like you're running or chasing, or they're doing that with you. Either way, it's a loving energy, it's healthy, it's good. In shadow card position, we have the Two of Wands. I'm thinking some of you, you're thinking about someone who is your whole world. Look at him, he's holding a globe in his hand. You're thinking about somebody who is your whole world to you. And even though you can be stable without them, you still kind of feel like you're missing in that. It might, with this, I think for some of you, this person is going to speak up during this time. They're going to or you're going to speak up to them about it, some sort of sharing of emotional stuff, and a revealing of the truth. And it's not necessarily to go with this card, but somebody is likely to communicate their hesitation to move forward in a situation, or they're likely to communicate why they've been so slow. On the hot topic card, Two of Wands, we have more two energy, which isn't necessarily bad. And this could be a third party situation. either that you're aware of just intuitively, or you're aware of it in reality, but you're intuiting what's going on with it. It could also be that a no contact situation kind of comes up. It may even be that you said something that was kind and good, and maybe you're dealing with a co-parent situation or something like that. It has to do with children, but that somebody else isn't ready to face that yet, or they're thinking about it, or they're trying to learn to listen to their intuition. Um, and this also has the moon in it. It's not the full moon, but that does. I mean, it's more intuition energy. It's Cancer energy. It is also Pisces energy, especially with us going into full moon in Pisces, and it's a cross in a way. Um, and what I'm going to say, Pisces, is don't be playing the silent treatment with anybody else. And if somebody seems to be doing so with you, it's not necessarily a bad thing. They actually could be protecting you from a situation that if you heard about it or knew about it, it would throw you out, to not throw them out of their element. But recognize also, though, that somebody that is in this energy, whether it's you or them, they're pretty emotionally secure. I think for others of you, whether this is you or someone else, it's learning not to be so anxious about starting up conversations or making choices, learning to be a little more decisive. It's a lot of what the two energy is in there, too. In the heart of the matter for you, interesting. The sun, here comes the sun. Clarity, joy. I think this, along with the Empress, either you're feeling good, just being yourself, you have kind of a childlike demeanor, which isn't uncommon for someone with strong Piscean traits. And that song was, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. I think that's kind of how you're feeling mostly, Pisces. Or it's somebody else who is recognizing you as their divine feminine, and you're feeling really good about it. They're feeling really good about it. Um, it could be that this is in the shadow card position. There's a conversation that needs to happen. I think that's what this full moon is facilitating for you. There's a conversation that you have been waiting on, that somebody has been silent about. And because this is in the hot topic, this is what's in the front of your mind and or what is being talked about. A lack of communication, somebody being too guarded, somebody not following their intuition. And let's see, underneath that two of wands, the star, yeah. Something you've wished for, something they've wished for, a reflection even, and inner guidance. I think that the Pisces full moon, along with the Virgo energy, is really, it's bringing balance back into a situation. You or somebody else was feeling judged. It may have been that they misinterpreted something, or it may be that they've not been standing in their integrity, or you haven't, and they're being called out on it just does not feel good. Or it could be that a judgment does not go in your favor or in their favor, or you're hearing about somebody that the judgment did not go in their favor. Either way, it's a bit of immature energy in there, and somebody's kind of been crying over spilled milk to a degree. It may be a third party situation that did not work out, that they left a Two of Cups situation, like they left a fairly good relationship. That this is like the grass is greener on the other side thing. And the grass isn't greener on the other side, the grass is greener where you water it. And this is somebody learning that. And it could be that they're judging themselves for it. They're remorseful. They're feeling regret for it. That they didn't listen to their intuition. They didn't listen to spirit. Um, but there's an emotional breakthrough in it. So either you or they are having an emotional breakthrough in it. That there's still a bit of confusion, but you are both learning to have faith, and that's good. Just remember, spirit, give it to spirit, and when in doubt, give it to spirit. You don't know how things are going to unfold. You don't know how somebody is going to be. Don't put people in boxes. Don't assume they're going to be like everybody else. Don't assume that you're always going to make the same mistakes or that they are. It'd be a good time if you've not been listening to music to do so. Do something artistic. You or they are not feeling connected to spirit, to the intuition, to creative energy, and somebody's being a hypocrite or is with somebody who is refusing to listen to spirit, and spirit's coming in and saying, well, you will not pass go, you will not collect $200, you will not move on, you will go straight to jail. And not necessarily a real jail situation, but this is stag so long as this hypocritical energy comes in. And a lot of that is because of Uranus retrograde and also Saturn retrograde in Capricorn. So it's exalted, so it's like extra karmic energy. But a new situation is manifesting. It looks to be romantic. It's likely with somebody who has been with a karmic or learned karmic lessons, likely the hard way. Or this could be you. They're just learning to stand in their own energy. You could have Leo, Aries, or Sag placements. Either way, they're a bit catty and they're not quite ready to really own it, but they're starting to. They're really starting to get into this genuine place, and they're getting synchronicities that are knocking out the anxieties. They're kind of making it hard to hold on to the old ways, but they've been in a nightmare situation. They're confused, or you're confused. I think Pisces is, yeah, oh, look at this Pisces full moon. You're getting clarity, they're getting clarity. Spirit is coming in and creating a new beginning that is bringing out the truth. And it's important now to stand in your integrity. If you have things that you've done that you need to own up to, or if you feel like somebody else has been deceptive, look at how you've been deceptive. Even something as simple as being deceptive to yourself. If you had too many cheat days on your diet, or have you been holding in your true feelings about a situation, whatever it is, it's time for clarity. It's time to own it, time to stand in truth. And when you own your truths, nobody else can control you. And the fool reversed. Somebody did not look before they leapt. It might be somebody who got scammed, or yeah, especially with this two pentacles here. Somebody got scammed into juggling a situation and ended up burning a whole lot of bridges. Could be you or them, and they're probably worried that they burned a bridge with you, or you're worried that you burned a bridge with them. But I'd imagine this is mostly you. You hold their cup, even if they say that you don't, or they're holding yours even if you're pretending not to. And somebody is keeping a close watch on you, not in a bad way. They're just kind of seeing, they might be seeing, looking to see if you're still single, if you feel like they're divine femme, or you may be checking on them. They want to reconcile, and they want the 10 of cups with you, but they're not sure if it'll work, because they're not sure if you'll accept it, or you're not sure if they'll accept it, because somebody was greedy and somebody jumped into a situation hoping that they could have this situation, and instead they just got betrayed. They lost. Big karmic lessons learned. Yeah, big karmic lessons learned. But yeah, I'm still hearing that song. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. Somebody learned a hard lesson. They might still be hesitating on coming to you, but Spirit is going to basically make it so that they're stuck in it until they quit it, or you are. If you feel like you're constantly stuck between a rock and a hard place, or constantly waiting for a communication, that communication is going to come soon. Or if you feel like you're stuck in a situation where your abundance is not moving, then go to path of least resistance and most love, and that includes self-love. In fact, self-love should come first. So Pisces, either way, whether this is you or even if you're the cross watcher, this is the important time to work on self worth and to do something creative, likely around the home. Play music, connect with yourself, and just don't get into a place of being like, oh well, it's not happening because they're so immature, or I'm not capable. Like, go into good self-talk and have faith in everybody and everything, even people who don't seem like they're worthy of it. Just do it. That's what the Empress is like. She loves everybody. She recognizes everybody has a past and would do better if they had the skills or the experience or the modeling. And she is a good example of how to manifest. This also suggests to me too that you or the person that you're thinking about is manifesting in a really good way and standing in their integrity. All right, Pisces, thank you for watching, and thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, enjoy the full moon in your sign.